put away square on the offside before. Nice way to get off the mark.
The umpires are conferring about the light, but I wouldn't think the England players would want to go off at the moment. Well, Clive Lloyd, who's thinking quickly enough, he'll take off Harper and he'll bring on a quick bowler just to see if he can persuade them to go. Wow. Now, why on earth would they be doing that, I wonder? They're off the field at this stage with 287 for 7, plus a lead of 41, and a chance of the match to be won. It doesn't matter if they lose any more wickets. Just pick up whatever runs are available to add on to that 328. Well, if I was bemused at the time, I can tell you I'm absolutely bewildered now, because I've had time to sit back and think about why England would possibly have wanted to come off in that situation, and I can't see any answer. There may be one. I certainly hope it has nothing to do with David Gower, as I have a feeling that deep down he will be very annoyed that those batsmen marched off without even looking up to see what he might think about it. To make it worse, at 10 minutes to 7, after the umpires had actually called off play for the day, the sun came out and the players could have been back on. And if Gower had wanted to close, of course, the West Indians could have been in there fighting for survival with just 10 minutes to play. So the situation at the close of play was that England were 287 for 7, Lamb 109 not out with Pringle on 6, and Botham a brilliant 81 today before Garner picked him up LBW. The bowling figures for the West Indies: 2 for 89 for Joel Garner, 1 for 75 Marshall, and Small, sparsely used today, 12 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 40, and Harper picked up Jeff Miller. At the close of play on this fourth day, 328 runs ahead England, and a very, very good game in prospect tomorrow.
Turning back to the third now. Lovely shot, turn off his legs. Long chase around for Bob Willis. Just can't make it. Image dealing principally in boundaries here. It's quite unusual. Ducked underneath it, but left his bat there. Demonstrated there where the slips are there. Little feel and flash out there by Haynes. Oh, which you could have left well alone. Chase for Broad there this time. And once again that's beaten him.
Square drive. Just whizzing past Graham Fowler at point. Oh, well done. Nice piece of fielding by Lamb. I don't think there was one there for Desi Haynes. He looked, there was a hesitation, and Greenwich quite properly sent him back. Lamb had to hit the stumps. No one could get in that quickly to back up. First wicket goes down not because of the bowling, but because of a brilliant piece of fielding by Alan Lamb. sure start for Larry Gomes. 66 for 1. Here's Pringle. Great shot. Hit the fence now. A matter of 2 seconds from leaving the bat to striking the small fence. And the extra applause now for Gordon Greenidge, reaching 50 out of a total of 77. It's a great shot. Had some really good shots this morning, Gordon Greenidge. And Greenidge has completely dominated that first session of play there. 54 not out of a total of 82, with Desmond Haynes run out and Larry Gomes just coming in to push the ball around for a few minutes before the luncheon interval. 82 for 1, and that leaves the West Indies with 260 to make, or what I reckon would be a maximum of around about 60 overs. So it's really like a limited overs match. Depends how they can attack this situation. We pick up play now in the second over. 1 run added, and the bowler is Neil Foster. Taking strike is Larry Gomes.
He's edged and dropped. And straight through Pringle at first slip.
Well, pushing by Gomes there, gets an edge. And that certainly looks as though it carried.
Foster to Greenidge. Beautiful shot. Put through mid-wicket for yet another boundary.
So strong here around his leg stump, and that was the area that Foster fed him. The full swing of the bat there.
Better than to Greenidge. So the 100 up, that little clip through the onside by Greenidge sees West Indies on to 100 for 1. That's come up at exactly 4 runs an over. New over from Neil Foster. Greenidge on 61. And it's through mid-off for 4 runs.
Oh, Greenidge is getting a 4 every over now. Hit that slightly on the up, wasn't quite at half volley length.
That's a great effort. Ivan Lamb responsible for that first run out. Desperate dive there. A lovely Gomes shot this time. Strokes it away most elegantly through the offside. 3 runs will give Greenidge the strike. And 3:42 total. Looked a long way away at 11 o'clock, but appreciably nearer now. 1:42 already on the board. Only 1 run out. One will be enough. And quite a few of Gordon Greenidge's colleagues have come out to lead the applause when he hits another single. Willis to bowl to him. It's through this time. Yes, the quick single for Gordon Greenidge. Up goes the bat, up go the arms. Super 100 this. Really has played exceptionally well. 100 out of 149 for one has really set West Indies on their way.
That's a beautiful shot from Gomes off the back foot. Not a bad ball, that, from Botham. It wasn't all that short. And the 100 partnership comes up with this stroke from Gomes, beautifully timed and nicely positioned. And there's a good shot. A bit much down the leg side from Bob Willis. And these two men, Greenidge and Gomes, taking full advantage of anything at all loose. I'm not too sure, but dare one say it, that he seemed to have his hands on his knees as that ball was actually coming towards him.
Mind you, that is Ian Botham's normal stance there. He does stand sort of just relaxed with his hands on his legs.
Beautiful shot. Great stroke that by Greenidge.
So the stands worth 143 at the moment. 46 to Gomes. That's a good shot. Again, excellent use of the feet there. Knew exactly what it was all about. He's cracked it straight before to bring up a very good 50 for Larry Gomes. As Richards doing next. Let's see if he gets a knock. That's hoisted away. That's over square leg and into the crowd. 6 runs to Greenidge. 139 he goes to now. Botham the bowler to suffer. And that went into the grandstand with no apparent effort at all. So here, Peter May needing his glasses to believe this. That'll be 150. Desperate dive by Gatting out there, all to no avail. Another boundary for Gordon Greenidge. Up goes the bat. 153 now. Brilliant performance from the West Indian opener. He's got all his supporters with him, and they've enjoyed every minute of this great innings. 1-6, 22 fours in his 150. And West Indies have brought the difference down now to only 93. And that's cut finer still. Willis does the fielding, but they take 2 more. Another bowling change brings Pringle back into the attack. Bowling to Greenidge on 158. And immediately greeted him with yet another boundary. Another fine shot from Greenidge. There's the old Bajan seashell. I've blown a few of those in my time. It's gone again. 4 more. And an encore from our friend.
Worth 4, that shot. Brilliantly fielded by the man out at cover, Mike Gatting. That's typical of the stroke play of these two fellas today. 300 comes up for the West Indies. Bad luck for Foster, getting good fortune for Greenwich, but he hasn't needed much today with some of the stroke play he's produced.
Well, this is one of his few false scoring shots, perilously close to leg stump. I don't think that anybody can fault David Gower for making an over-generous declaration, but two things really have combined to take the match away from him. They're both interrelated. One is a great innings, and the other is the fairly ordinary performance by his attack.
Well, you can't blame anyone for setting a target of 342 in less than a day. And a new partnership record for the West Indies. 250 they've put on now, Gomes and Greenwich, beating the former record held by Lawrence Rowe and Alvin Kallicharran of Bridgetown, 1973-74. Well, it was a good shot, but it was made a little easier by being a full pitcher on leg stump with no man in the outfield on the leg side.
Well, this is fairly typical of England's out cricket. He's peppered that mid-wicket boundary, but my goodness me, he's been fed it.
Well, that's an extraordinary stroke. It was just as he played it, I had the feeling that he hadn't quite middled it. In fact, he did, and he's hit it for 6 and gone past the 200 mark to become only the 9th cricketer in the history of the game to make a double century at Lord's. So a lot of joy in that area. And there, in certain other areas around the ground, it's as though the heavy sandbag has been applied right to the base of the neck.
Ian Botham, by the looks, to make the final gesture, coming up a short run.
There it is. The players are off. Porter Gomes. A win for the West Indies by 9 wickets. 214 not out to Gordon Greenwich. Magnificent innings from him, and a very, very good knock from Larry Gomes. 92 he made in the total of 344 for 1. And what seemed to be an almost impossible assignment at the start of this innings has turned out to be an absolute doddle. Indeed, it was a doddle, and what a great performance from Gordon Greenwich. 214 not out, his highest ever Test match score, and 92 to Larry Gomes, and the pair put on 287, a new second wicket record for the West Indies against England. 344 for 1, and 11.5 overs left for the West Indians there. A tremendous effort from them, the match finishing at 5:31. The England bowlers, well, Bob Willis was the only one who was at all impressive today. 15 overs, 5 maidens, none for 48. And the others, I didn't think they bowled very well for David Gower at all. Normally, they bowl a very good line and length, but today that was absent. And so too was the catching skill. They put down 3 chances, and you can't do that to this West Indian side. Well, Godfrey Evans had the devil of a job in choosing the man of the match. In the end, he gave it jointly to Gordon Greenwich and Ian. Headingly, West Indies v England, with West Indies 2 up in the series after that memorable last day at Lord's, where they absolutely slaughtered the England attack. Conditions here at